Chapter 2 The Quarrel. It's up to you and up to me to see how thrifty we can be, to do our bit like soldiers true. It's up to me and up to you. Two angry little people were making a dreadful noise in the Green Forest. It was a beautiful morning, a very beautiful fall morning, but the beauty of it was being spoiled by the dreadful noise of these two little people. You see, they were quarreling. Yes, sir, they were quarreling, and it wasn't at all nice to see or nice to hear. You know who they were. One was Happy Jack Squirrel, who wears a coat of gray, and the other was Chatterer the Red Squirrel, who always wears a red coat with a vest of white. When Happy Jack had dropped that nut from the tip-top of the tall hickory tree, and it had landed right on top of Chatterer's head, it really had been an accident. All the time Happy Jack had been sitting as still could be, hoping that his cousin Chatterer would pass by without looking up and so seeing the big fat nuts in the top of that tree. You see, Happy Jack was greedy and wanted all of them himself. Now, Chatterer the Red Squirrel has a sharp temper, and also he has sharp eyes. All the time he was scolding Happy Jack and calling him names, Chatterer's bright eyes were taking note of all those big fat hickory nuts, and his mouth began to water. Without wasting any more time, he started up the tree to get some. Happy Jack grew very angry indeed. He hurried down to meet Chatterer the Red Squirrel and to prevent him climbing the tree. "You keep out of this tree! It's mine!" he shrieked. "No such thing! You don't own the tree, and I've got as much right here as you have!" screamed Chatterer, dodging around to the other side of the tree. "'Tis too mine! I found it first!" shouted Happy Jack. "You're a thief, so there!" "I'm not." "You are!" "You're a pig, Happy Jack. You're just a great big pig." "I'm not a pig. I found these nuts first, and I tell you they're mine!" shrieked Happy Jack, so angry that every time he spoke he jerked his tail. And all the time he was chasing round and round the trunk of the tree, trying to prevent Chatterer getting up. Now, Happy Jack is ever so much bigger than his cousin Chatterer, but he isn't as spry. So, in spite of him, Chatterer got past, and like a little red flash was up in the top of the tree where the big fat nuts were. But he didn't have time to pick even one, for after him came Happy Jack, so angry that Chatterer knew that he would fare badly if Happy Jack should catch him. Round and round, over and across, this way and that way, in the top of the tall hickory tree, raced Chatterer the Red Squirrel, with his cousin, Happy Jack the Gray Squirrel, right at his heels, and calling him everything bad to be thought of. Yes, indeed, it was truly dreadful. And Peter Rabbit, who happened along just then, put his hands over his ears so as not to hear such a dreadful quarrel. Chapter 3 Striped Chipmunk is kept very busy. I prefer big acorns, but I never refuse little ones. They fit in between. Striped Chipmunk was sitting just inside a hollow log, studying about how he could fill up his new storehouse for the winter. Striped Chipmunk is very thrifty. He likes to play, and he is one of the merriest of all the little people who live on the Green Meadows or in the Green Forest. He lives right on the edge of both and knows everybody, and everybody knows him. Almost every morning the Merry Little Breezes of Old Mother West Wind hurry over to have a frolic with him the very first thing. But though he dearly loves to play, he never lets play interfere with work. Whatever he does, be it play or work, he does with all his might. "I love the sun, I love the rain. I love to work, I love to play. Whatever it may bring to me, I love each minute of each day." So said Striped Chipmunk as he sat in the hollow log and studied how he could fill that splendid big new storehouse. Pretty soon he pricked up his funny little ears. What was all that noise over in the Green Forest? Striped Chipmunk peeped out of the hollow log. Over in the top of a tall hickory tree a terrible fuss was going on. Striped Chipmunk